All right, fellas, it's an all time forward kind of day. The suit, the shirt, the tie, the pocket square, the boots that I have on. It's a Tom Ford kind of day. And when I have a Tom Ford kind of day, you know the video is going to be special. And this, my friends, is special. Let's go. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Darian, man, on the BowTie Fragrance Guy on this channel where we talk about primarily fragrances, of course. I mean, with a name like BowTie Fragrance Guy, I mean, I'm pretty sure you knew that. But I also like to throw in some style and grooming tips as well, because I think it's equally important that you look as good as you smell. Simple, right? If you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well, so anytime a new video is uploaded on YouTube, you get notified. All right, guys, I did my little intro thing and you guys heard me talk about Tom Ford. So I heard enough of you, or saw enough of you reply to the video where I asked the question, did you want to see my Tom Ford collection? So I do think that is something that I'm going to do. But again, today, just as a quick check, everything that I have that you see right now is Tom Ford down to the pocket square. It's just a brand that I like, a brand that kind of, you know, speaks to my style type, and no, I enjoy it. So I think I want to do that video. So within the next month or so, I'll make sure I put that together. It's going to take quite a bit of work. But anyway, guys, today I have a pretty vast collection of fragrances. And when I look at my niche collection of fragrances, I wanted to talk to you guys about, and this is kind of spanning the last couple of years. I want to give you guys what 10 niche fragrances have really been the most complimented for me over the last couple of years. All right, so that's what we're going to be getting into today. I'm sorry. So if you want to see what's on the list, and you guys are going to want to see what's on this list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's go. Hey man, don't tell nobody else, man.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into this video. Remember, I'm going to link as many of these fragrances as I can to the video through YouTube Shopping. All you have to do is click on products down there in the corner. Click on products down there in the corner. And as many of these fragrances that I'm able to find through YouTube Shopping, I will link them to the video in case you want to check them out. This first fragrance, guys, is a no-brainer. And any of you who have been following me for any amount of time have probably caught on to the fact that when I talk about compliments, I talk about this fragrance. It is from the brand of Creed, and I'm talking about Aventus Cologne. Aventus Cologne. Ginger, musk, birchwood, tonka bean, mandarin orange, ginger, some of the main notes in this fragrance. It is a lighter interpretation of the original Creed. Aventus is not as smoky, and of course we don't have pineapple, but we do have ginger and mandarin orange, so it does give a freshness and a fruitiness to this fragrance. It smells absolutely fantastic. It's such a versatile scent profile and so easy to wear. And you guys that got a chance to see the video that I did with my female castmates from the series that I am in, that is actually, guys, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out on Tubi or Peacock. It's called Secrets in Plain Sight. I play a pretty interesting character. He's very Ghost from Power-like. So I enjoyed playing that character. But if you didn't get a chance to see that video I did with the female cast members, they went absolutely insane over this fragrance. And that is honestly usually the reaction that I get when I wear this. So check it out. From the brand of Creed, this is a compliment getter for sure. This is Aventus Cologne. Next up, a fragrance that certainly needs no introduction on this channel. It is a fragrance that I have talked very highly about over the past 3 or 4 years, and it still holds the record in one day for the most compliments in one day, from the brand of, you already know what this is, Frederic Malle. Portrait of a lady, but when I wear it, is what, guys? Portrait of a man. This stuff is amazing. It's rose, patchouli, raspberry, cinnamon, and incense. What you primarily get is the rose, patchouli, and the incense. Listen, even these fragrances that work for me, guys, some of these fragrances, they don't work for everybody. I know some people that have tried Portrait of a Lady and don't like it. It's not like Aventus cologne. I'm almost certain that most people that smell Aventus cologne is going to like it and thinks it smells good. This gets a little bit more into the artistic side of fragrances, and I can even understand some people that say when they smell this, they think grandmother type fragrance. I actually get it, but I don't care. It works on my skin, and I personally love it. Rose, patchouli, incense, cinnamon. It, again, holds the record right now for the most compliments in a day. I got 7 compliments in one day wearing this fragrance. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Speaks to me, works for me, loves my skin, and my skin loves this back. From the brand of Frederic Malle, Portrait of a Lady. But when we wear it, fellas, is what? That's right, Portrait of a Man. Get a sample. Check it out. This next fragrance, such a unique scent profile, and it's such a good fragrance. It's so good when you talk about compliments. From the brand of Mind Games, Double Attack. Double Attack. Oh my gosh. Bitter orange, cinnamon, agave, and dark chocolate. And it is that contrast of that agave, which again gives these very tropical vibes, man. The agave gives this tropical vibe with that bitter orange up top, but then it turns into like this kind of sexy gourmand thing when you throw the dark chocolate into the fray, and it's just, you just gotta smell it. You'll understand what I'm saying if you put your nose on this fragrance. I absolutely love this stuff. It has a little bit of saffron in there as well. It is just an amazing scent profile. And again, when you talk about compliments, at least for me, this one can't miss, and it does not miss. So check it out. It's from the brand of Mind Games. This is Double Attack. All right, guys, this next fragrance, I've had it in my collection for quite some time, and I wore it recently, about a week ago, and same results. Compliments, multiple compliments. From the brand of Creed, Silver Mountain Water. Silver Mountain Water, man. Petit grain tea, black currant, and galbanum. Wow. The black currant here, guys, actually kind of gives this almost minty nuance in this fragrance. And you combine that with the black tea note here, that sweetness of the petit grain as well. Again, just a fragrance that for me, it just works on my skin. You know, I'll say that every time I wear this fragrance, almost somebody says something about it. Somebody says that I smell good. Somebody asks about the fragrance. What are you wearing? Works for me. That's all I can say. And we're talking about from a brand that has quite a few fragrances that get multiple compliments. I've already talked about Aventus Cologne. You have Absolute Aventus. You have the original Aventus that still works as far as compliments. I mean, there's several others from the brand, but this one is another one that really stands out in the compliment department. Check it out. Creed's Silver Mountain Water. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Roja Parfums. We're talking about none other than Elysium. Elysium. Great big dent in this bottle for me because I love it. Grapefruit, juniper berries, apple, black currant, leather, some of the main notes in this fragrance. And oh man, another fragrance that kind of has a slight resemblance to an Aventus type DNA. That DNA just works. It works, and it is evident by the fact that so many fragrance brands, so many fragrance companies have their own kind of interpretation of this, whether it's an actual clone where they go 100% for the scent profile, or they borrow the most important elements of Creed Aventus and kind of, you know, branch off and do their own thing with it. That scent profile works, and so many people take their shot and stab at it because it works. This fragrance is no different. It's not a one-to-one of Creed Aventus again, but you can tell that it definitely was influenced by the Creed Aventus DNA, but this does its own thing. That juniper berry leather thing on the dry down is magic. So check it out from the brand of Roja Parfums. This is none other than Elysium. Another fragrance on my channel that really needs no introduction. One of the sexiest fragrances ever created. And people notice it when I wear it. It's from the brand of the Harmonist, Hypnotizing Fire. Hypnotizing Fire. You have pimento up top, which is really an allspice with patchouli, rose, Apoponax and vanilla. Wow, guys, rose. Obviously, rose is at the heart and center of this fragrance, but the opening is very almost potpourri-like. That's honestly what it smells like because of all the spices. The allspice, the Pimento is an allspice that has elements of cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. So you get a burst of those spices in the opening of the fragrance. And again, as it starts to dry down, you get the rose in there. And of course, you get that smokiness that comes in from the Apoponax. Add a little dose of sweetness from vanilla, and you get this masterfully done, sexy fragrance. So check it out. Always gets compliments when I rock this stuff from the brand of the Harmonist. Check out Hypnotizing. Fire. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Bond number 9, Lafayette Street. Lafayette Street, my bottle was beat up, man. The paint is coming off of it, but it's worth it. Coriander, apple, ambroxan, and tonka being the main notes. Smells great. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's easy to wear, it's mass appealing, and it smells great. This and Scent of Peace for Him are my two most complimented Bond number 9 fragrances, but Bond number 9, number 1 is moving up the ranks quickly. But just, again, if you've never smelled Lafayette Street, it's hard for me to explain, but if you get your nose on it, you'll understand just how mass appealing it is and how, in my mind, how hard for somebody to smell this and not think that this smells good. Seriously, it's just one of those scent profiles. The apple and tonka bean really, really work in this fragrance as a collective and a cohesive, forming a cohesive scent profile. Easy to wear, easy to like. Can't go wrong with this from Bond number 9, Lafayette Street. One of the top 3 fragrances and my favorite fragrances in my entire collection. It still may be number 1, but I can't say that definitively because there's 1 or 2 that are now, but we'll talk about that another day. From the brand of Boadicea Victoria's Blue Sapphire. Yep, chamomile, lemon, rose, oud, and marigold. We get candied lemon citruses up top with the beautiful floral note of marigold / tagettes. Then, of course, the rose oud as it dries down. Take rose and oud and throw a little bit of florals and some lemon heads on top, and you get this gorgeous fragrance from Boadicea Victoria's. One of my favorites in my entire collection. Again, check out Blue Sapphire. All right, guys, another fragrance in my collection that needs no introduction from the brand of Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Satin Mood. Oud Satin Mood, rose, violet, oud, and benzoin. Wow. Oud, rose, powderiness in there that kind of encompasses the entire scent profile there from the violet. And of course, you have a little bit of sweetness from vanilla. This is so good, man. Like, seriously, this is so good. It is such a great fragrance when you talk about like date nights, close encounters. It just works on my skin. It works magically on my skin. My skin and this fragrance have this thing going on where, again, they're just perfect for one another. And that's why I love this fragrance so much. I talked about Hypnotizing Fire earlier. Those 2 fragrances are 2 of my sexiest fragrances in my collection. I would throw in Straight to Heaven Extreme as well. But it's so good. It gets so many compliments, and I love it. It's from the brand of MFK. This is Oud Satin Mood. And last but not least, this is a fragrance that blew me away when I first smelled it. It's evident by the dent in this bottle that I love it. It's from the brand of Roja Parfums as well. This is Burlington 1819. Look at the dent, guys. Love this stuff. This is mint, grapefruit, rum, tobacco, and oak moss. Wow. Again, another scent profile. When I smelled it, it blew me away, not just because it smelled great, but also because it was so unique. It is so unique. You get that opening of that, kind of bitter grapefruit note with the spiciness of black pepper, and then it dries down. You get the booziness of rum with some tobacco, which is very, very creative and definitely something that you don't see blended that often together, that mintiness with tobacco and rum. You just don't see that often in fragrances. And of course, when it starts to dry down, it gets very masculine and has this just overall, I think, masculinity that speaks to a lot of guys. When you throw that oak moss in there, just check it out. Check it out. It gets a lot of compliments. This pairs so well with the suit any time of the year. This is a great signature scent. Again, this is something that can be worn in fall, winter, spring, or summer. It just has that unique factor to it and that versatility to it where you know, the collection of notes that Roja used in this makes it so appropriate for every season. Home run, man. And it gets compliments. From the brand of Roja Parfums, this is Burlington 1819. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today, as I gave you, out of my 1,000 or so niche fragrances, there are 10 of the most complimented in my entire collection. What are some fragrances you have in your collection that get you a lot of compliments? I would love to hear from you guys down in the comment section. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. Of course, you guys don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren, on the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.